I'm Sheila McNeil. I'm an independent consultant working mainly with HE, and I'm also chair of ALT, the Association of Learning Technology.
Hi, I'm Mark Allen, Ed in the Clouds on Twitter, and I'm an independent consultant helping to introduce culture change and new learning technologies into the school sector around the world.
Hi, I'm Frank Lennon. I'm currently working part-time for Tapestry, an educational consultancy based on professional learning and staff development.
So the debate this afternoon was around whether in a digital first world teaching will have to change completely. So I was arguing for the motion. So I think that digital technologies can change how we teach, but we have to think about that very carefully, and we have to think about this notion of digital first. We maybe want to be challenging some of the narratives that live around about that. So we have to be thinking more about who owns the technology, where the technology is coming from. We have to be thinking much more ethically about how we use data, where we collect it, who pays for it, if we have to pay for it again. So thinking about more criticality in the curriculum.
I argued against the motion basically on three basic points. One is that a digital first world is not as important as a values first world. And when it comes to affecting how we teach, the central component of that hasn't changed in millennia. It's to do with the relationship between the teacher and the pupil. So technology, however significant it is, will never be more significant than that relationship. And more than ever, young people need a stable environment within which they can grow ethically and the right set of values for the future. And then finally, this notion of the need for change should not be prompted by the existence of the technology. The need should come from the young people whose education we're talking about, rather than the fact that we have new technology and that we need to find a change to our methodology. But I would argue that in a digital first world or a values first world, how we teach might need to change, but in response to circumstances or young people.
As you'd expect with a complex issue like this, I suspect there was much more consent across the four panelists than there was dissent. I would not disagree for a second that placing human values first and centrally in our education system is absolutely primordially important. I guess my take on it was that the world is changing very rapidly and in ways that we might not like, and therefore the need to leverage technology to help us concentrate on those human aspects of teaching and learning is ever more important. Because the bad guys have access to this technology, and really we ought to empower our young people to be able to resist some of the changes that otherwise might happen. I liked something in what every single panelist said. I thought there was a lot of sense being spoken, and it's just a shame that it wasn't a 2-hour debate, not a 20-minute one.